Yeah, you can't hear the mic. 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 Oops. Check. Hopefully there's not echo. There's not echo. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan and Beef Vegan Presents, right? A little redundant, but we're here on this Friday morning, and I'm happy to introduce guests that I'm going to be hanging out with all hour, not only in studio, but also on the stream that you can check out on the KFMA Facebook page. I got the one and only Jonathan Russell. Good morning again,
Good
Jonathan.
morning.
Welcome back to the show. He brought his homie 10 along with him. Both of them are in a brand new band called As the World Burns, right?
It's definitely burning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong about that. Absolutely. You're spot on that. And you got a big show, basically a debut that's happening this Saturday at Encore with none other than Crazy Town.
Yep.
Yeah, so you've been homies with Crazy Town for a while now, right?
Yeah, a couple of years. I joined the group about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years. The COVID thing kind of I lost a year there.
Yeah,
everything went. All the shows got shut down, but yeah, it's been awesome. We did the 20-year anniversary tour with them around the United States for their gift of game.
Mm-hmm.
Running around singing "Butterfly" to everybody.
You're my butterfly, sugar baby.
So with that, you've done a lot of shows with them. Are you pulling double duty this Saturday? So you're going to be performing with As the World Burns and then taking a 10-minute break, change over, and then doing Crazy Town as well?
Basically, yep. That's how it's going to go.
Nice. That's hardcore. Are your vocals up for that?
Yep. It's Crazy Town. Well, they do like 1.5 sets, so
right. They have to.
It's about 1:15 between both groups with a break in the middle, so I'll be all right.
All right. Are you going to use both mics?
Potentially, maybe at one point. That's what I'm known for, I guess.
Right. Like I know you as Johnny Two Mics, so, and it's funny too, because I was telling my boss, Mac, I'm like, I'm going to have Johnny Two Mics in the studio. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He's like, oh, Jonathan Russell? I'm like, yeah.
When I played fall ball a couple years back, Schmonty comes in, he's like, takes his pick and puts it on the KFMA site, and he's holding 3 mics, and he's all, what now, Jonathan Russell?
Right.
Or Johnny Two Mics.
Yeah, it's always a competition with Schmonty for sure. So yeah, he did outdo you on that, but I'll say you do 2 mics better than he did 3 mics.
Right.
So, and I say that with all love. All right, we're going to continue this conversation on the stream. We're going to plug a whole bunch of stuff because I want to get caught up with Jonathan and 10. I want to talk about the concept of the band, what they have going on, because I like the idea of the whole setup of the band. This 4-piece harmony meets hardcore, and that's what As the World Burns is essentially, and it's already intriguing and exciting. So we're going to talk more about that on our KFMA Facebook page, so make sure you join us for that conversation, and we'll have more as we play Chevelle and Everlast on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
You're really good at your job.
I just banged it out. That was just a speed break, and that's me like multitasking all this stuff, 10. So
I'm watching you work. I really like it.
You see my hands being busy and everything, and this is brand new. So like when you come back, and you'll come back like in a month or two, it'll be a whole nother animal. I mean, first off, this place won't look like a broom closet. Throw up some decorations to give it that feel and vibe, and then hopefully I have a better setup so I can even see you. I can see you on the video screen right now, which is good, but I know you can only see like the top of my head.
I still like that too.
Yeah.
I got the peak.
Yeah. You get to peek because you're tall enough. Let's see. And I wanted to ask you guys here on the stream, like Jeff, can you hear us okay? How's our audio? Because this is also a test as well. I feel like I got it figured out, but hopefully I'm not wrong on that. So, and I got Anthony S says, "What up, Beef and Jonathan?" So,
what's up, Anthony?
Yeah. So as we do this, I'm working on all the stream. I want to show everybody this flyer for the show that we got going on that we're talking about here, because I'm stoked about this. I know you guys are too.
Yeah, it's really cool. Crazy Town wanting to join the show to help bring the awareness of our new group.
Right, just show some love. And did it help also that with pandemic, no one's really been doing shows, so they're just like
everything's starting to loosen, and shows are starting to pop again.
right.
Exciting.
But
everybody's ready to get out.
Right.
Everybody's ready.
Everyone's hungry.
Yeah, like you could have built up a festival, just bands being like, "Hey, it's been like a year and a half. You want to play an actual show?" And people are like, "Hell yeah, I just want to play."
There's a lot of bands on this show too. I had to, move a couple of them down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there's too many groups and too little time for an evening.
That's good though. How many bands total are on this bill?
7.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that is a festival.
Slow Truck, Held Out,
Hypocrite,
As the World Burns, of course. Crazy
Liquid
Town.
Space Atmosphere. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm showing the flyer here.
This thing's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And what time's the doors open?
Doors at 7.
Doors at 7. And are you like rocking out all the way till 2, or does it end at like midnight?
I think we'll probably wrapped up about 1 o'clock.
Okay. With Crazy Town probably hitting the stage at like 11:30.
Yep, somewhere in that pocket. I think they're scheduled like 11.
Right.
There's always that 15-minute interval. Yeah.
Of course.
The raffles go too long.
Oh yeah, because you're doing raffles. Oh, tell me more about the raffles then. Okay, so this is just a huge, like, is it a CD release or just
That's just a debut show. It's our the Harmony Group's first show.
Okay. And I love how you're doing like a debut show big. You're like, I don't want to debut in front of like maybe 50.
GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go big or go home. For
Yeah.
real. Encore holds like what, 600-700 people, maybe? It's a bigger venue.
Sure. I think it's like 850.
850, okay. And so
make sure we fill that thing up.
Right.
For sure.
Well, when you do shows, you do them big. So 850 seems like a number that you could hit pretty easily.
We're praying.
Yeah, that's the goal for sure. And I'm sure Encore's stoked about that too, to even have, anything over
Shout out to Randy for sure.
Yeah, but anything over 500 is a huge win for the venue. Of course. And this flyer looks good too. Who makes your flyers?
My boy named Fur. He lives down in Mexico. He works for all the pro bands doing their flyers, advertisements, logo designs, and such. I call him the genie.
The genie? Yeah, because did he whip this together pretty quickly?
Yeah, he works quick. And when you see all the groups he works with and the work he does for them, it's like, Genie, I need this. He's like, wow.
Done. Yeah. And it looks awesome. All right, well, tell me how you guys linked up. How long have you known 10 and vice versa?
February 4th.
Yep.
February 4th.
Birthday was apparently rocking.
That's not my birthday.
Some
February
karaoke.
4th is not my birthday.
And one of my friends was like, dude, you're an amazing singer. You got to meet my boy. Apparently, they just got into their vehicles, drove over to my recording studio, and that was history.
Bullied my way into the booth real quick.
Yeah. So you basically
session going on.
he discovered you during karaoke. What was the song you were singing on karaoke?
Oh man, I like to do country at karaoke.
Really?
Yeah. I like that shock value. Plus, I'm from Tennessee, hence the name. You know what I'm talking about? So
nice.
Or do that stuff well. Excuse my language.
No, it's okay. We're on the stream right now, so we're not on the FM.
Yeah.
So we just be careful on that because I don't have the dump button on the FM yet.
Gotcha.
This is where like the shits can kind of slip out.
I still got to keep it.
We don't get too comfortable though. That's the thing. Yeah. So we're gonna pretend like we're on the FM.
Get that out like I'm spitting.
Yeah.
You got spitters out there.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Do you know how to like freestyle too? Do you have that because you got the hip hop swagger too?
That's kind of what we do.
Right.
That's kind of the premise of the magical moments that we created during these hours. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we'll get in there and just put the beat on, whether it's acoustic or we're playing live.
Yeah, the group's such a crossover design. We could go from EDM to country to pop to hip hop, rap, rock,
everywhere.
So you have 4 vocalists. How many musicians you have? Do you have a producer or do you have?
We have 6, and soon to have probably a DJ start adding into the vibes. But
and on that vocalist, Shane Ware, Locks
360.
Yeah.
Amazing guys.
Yeah, each vocalist. I'd say I'm working with some of the best vocalists in the city, and having all of us together is really fun. And doing the whole harmony group thing. We just sit down and just all start singing. You know,
It's
and
cold.
it's like Temptations, Boys.
When
to
people are in
Men
the
vibe.
room,
And
you can
boy,
always
Bone
gauge it
Thugs.
because
Yeah,
everybody just
totally.
shuts the hell up. You know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
they just shut up and the jaws drop. And it's like, oh my god, you know how hard it is to get people to shut up in that environment.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? I mean, even just practicing with that many people in a room, you got to find a room large enough.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're like just having the band on stage is almost half capacity at Encore because you got 11 people. That's why I was like, hey man, with COVID and everything, Jonathan, like I could only have 2. I know you like to bring the whole crew,
Oh, really?
but now you see
Oh,
the
yeah,
setup and understand I was
Yes,
not
sir.
ready for anything more than that, and they
Yeah,
were super
totally
strict.
understandable.
Yeah. We got
Definitely.
let's get on the air real quick and we'll talk a little bit about the show. Chevelle on Rock 102.1 is Beef Vegan Presents, hanging out here with 10 and Jonathan Russell from the brand new band As the World Turns. Of course, Lethal Injection was the band that a lot of people Burns. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Lethal Injection was the band that most people knew Jonathan from. And with this new band, As the World Burns, are any of the musicians from Lethal Injection now a part of As the World Burns?
Yeah, we have James Ringstrom from Lethal Injection. He plays the drums. And,
Nice.
We'll have Rascal from Lethal Injection coming in to do some stuff here after we do the debut.
And
show.
that guy is crazy.
He is crazy. And you know what? Shout out to Rascal because the guy is an entrepreneur and a hustler. And I respect that. I respect his game.
More than they know. You know more.
Yeah, exactly. More than the public knows.
Yes, sir.
But you know
What up,
what?
Rascal?
I have seen and known of Rascal for years. Like, you know, I tip my hat to the guy. I game recognize game. I recognize the hustle, and you know, Rascal's always doing big things. So yeah, to always have him involved helps as far as a business sense, just in general, right?
He's a great guy too.
Yeah,
And that energy that he brings too.
right. How difficult is it, or how easy is it to write a song with 11 people? Because you got 4 vocalists, and
So
you
we have
know,
4 vocalists and then 2 musicians, and then
and the rest are live musicians to join the show.
You imagine it will get complex at certain points, but the talent in the room is so good that like we throw on a song and each person knows right where to go and where their part is.
Nice.
Yeah.
And they just automatically already have that feel.
It's just lit. It's up. Every
It's
time
on
that we do
fire.
something, like we
It's
don't go
burning.
back and say, let's change this, let's change that. We just go in and go hard.
Yeah, and I like that. I honestly, creatively speaking and stuff, it's when you start second guessing yourself and overthinking things
And you ruin
that
it.
you ruin it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you go in and you let it be organic and you let it breathe, that's when everything kind of just feels right. And are you excited or nervous, or probably both, to debut these songs? Because you don't have recordings of this stuff yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah. So this is like everything that everyone's going to hear. They're going to be basically hearing for the first time.
We recorded the songs, but we haven't released them yet.
Good.
No releases. But
Yeah.
it is the first time that people will actually be able to hear it. And then at the way that
Yeah.
we're doing it, just it's so big.
Yeah.
We definitely put a lot of work into making this show have a very big impact. We got 2 documentaries, Crazy Town doing their documentary for Shifty Shell Shock's life.
Yeah.
And a couple music videos, our documentary. We got some stunts we're gonna pull. It should be pretty
Tricks
fun.
up the sleeve.
Tricks up the
Nice.
sleeve.
We're going to dig into more of that here on our Rock 102.1 Facebook page as we're doing a live stream here with Jonathan Russell and 10 from As the World Burns, who's performing this Saturday night at Encore with Crazy
What
Town.
up, Shane? What up, Locke?
You'll see all that information on our Facebook page as well. We will continue to hang out with Jonathan and 10 after the break, so stick around. All right, yeah, and then we fired it off for good, and then we're back on the stream. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna pull that flyer up again.
I like how you can go from on air to the stream. That's pretty cool.
Right?
It's a good vibe.
And if I
downtown.
put, and then that's the reason why I'm doing this stream, right? So we could do podcast style conversation, and you know, with radio, especially since it's my first week, you know, management and the consultants are all on me to keep things like high and tight, stick and move, right? So there's only so much we can do on the air. But here we could really just kind of get in depth and really expand on, you know, the grand idea of how everything came together, the show and what you're trying to accomplish from it, and even the friendship of Crazy Town and bringing them in. You know, you had them. Did you have them booked before you booked this show?
No, I'm in the group, so we took the hiatus of the
Yeah.
COVID hiatus, and went out to California, and I was gonna go jump on a show with them there, and then it turned out the show I was doing for the Adelanto Grand Prix with Lethal Injection was on the same night, 2 different cities, so I couldn't rock there, and then so I started looking for some groups to put up the debut, and Roland, the drummer from Crazy Town, was like, "Yo, let's come down, let's help make it big."
Nice.
I was like, "Yeah, you want to do that?" I was like, "Yep." I was like, "All right, let's do it then."
So are you singing lead in Crazy Town?
Shifty's lead.
Yeah, Shifty's still
all
lead.
Epic,
Okay.
I do Epic Sports. It's a 2-singer group.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I was wondering if he was still in it, but he's got to be, right? So that's fantastic. Well, how's he doing? Because obviously he's had documented struggles. He's had ups and downs.
He's imagine like 3 or 4 years sober.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have to sign a contract basically to on the tours. It's like no drinking. You got to be on the straight and narrow, and
I don't know if he can hang out
very
with me.
pro.
Right. So like, don't hang out with 10 backstage. It's just like let's have 2 separate rooms.
Yeah,
But if you're in his group and you're you're paid professional, you have to be paid professional.
Absolutely, 100% on that level. That's a job, right? That's your career, and I respect that a lot. Just for the safety of him, knowing his demons and the temptation. Now that temptation can definitely, it just takes somebody in his inner circle, going down that path for him to get triggered and do the same thing. And
PTSD from it, sure.
Right. Well, I mean, and a lot of us, I would assume the 3 of us here are blessed that we don't have that disease as much as other people do, because some people, if they do it, they can't stop doing it.
I quit every night.
Yeah. Right. You have that ability.
I'm real good at this.
Let's see. We got Anthony asks, is Jonathan still doing glass work?
Yes, I am.
Yes, he is.
Where are you doing glass work at?
Right now, I have a glass station in the back of Generations Barbershop.
Nice.
Mikey cuts, or as I call him, Mikey Hairstar. He cuts hair for all the rock stars on all the major tours. I will be having a station in Mr. Head's bar on 4th Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a glass
Yeah,
inside the bar. So
it's a huge glass studio, and they display tons of glass.
I'm gonna rent that out for me for 6 months, and
you're gonna be like the featured glass blower then.
Yeah,
that's the way they do that.
Along with my buddy Blue.
Nice.
Yeah, my boy Blue.
My boy Blue Youngs.
Yeah, I dig that idea for Mr. Heads too, because it just adds conceptually when you're sitting there drinking, then you could just look at it. Well, especially when someone's there, like you're there actually working, showing how it's done. It's a beautiful art to actually watch happen, and how you could turn a piece of glass into a work of art that you could get stoned off of, which
multifunctions, but that is one of them.
Yes, absolutely. I know. I'm sure you create all different types of glass art and features and stuff, but yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Big Daddy Tucson. Thank you for joining the show. Yes, I'm happy about the new show. And again, still working on all these different features. I want to show this too. This is funny. I got to see if I can just squeeze this over here. So Jonathan and 10, when they came to the station, I should say, they came across a surprise greeting them at the door. And I'm going to pull this video up. Let's see, I got to get it.
It was a massive. It was long.
It was long and girthy.
Good, long, and girthy.
Yeah,
We might as well just tell them what it is. It was a snake or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to like turn the stream off. Like, got moms with their kids like, oh, but it's time for us to sign out.
I mean, it's a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was it was a king snake, I believe. And it was a healthy one. He's definitely taking care of the rattlesnakes around here, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's ask the experts. Check out this video they just shot on the way into the Arizona Lotus Studios. And I forget about it all the time. And then again, if I go to water parks or public pools, I have like adults give me dirty looks, and our teenagers go like, I get it. So yeah, it's terrible, but luckily it's fading. So top that.
On the way to KFMA, where we are greeted with a big ass snake. What's up, mustache? What's up, mustache?
So
that's what they say?
Yep.
Well, there. I'm in on that.
I like it if you like it.
That's why it's the king.
That's why it's the king.
Hang around here.
I appreciate you guys joining me. This is the first time that we were able to do the stream. I mean, I tested it out this morning at 6 o'clock, but there was issues with it. And then I still have to do this program on a different computer, but this is the first time that I've had guests in doing this video stream, and I'm excited. And I hope that next time, I know that next time you guys come in, we'll be able to show a whole bunch of different music videos on the stream, and hopefully even videos from or clips from your documentary that you're working on. So tell me about this documentary. You're doing how many documentaries at once? And is it the same crew? What's the setup
Two
here?
different crews. It's gonna Shifty Shell Shock, Crazy Town documentaries coming in. He's bringing in a Grammy Award-winning documentary videographer. I
Nice.
haven't met them yet, but they're bringing a whole crew. You know, the real cameras, and then I've got Brad Phipps from A Personal Reality coming in to do our documentary.
Right.
And then there's 2 music videos being captured through Epidemic Media, my buddy Louie.
Nice. So, and then you're doing the documentary on this band, As the World Burns,
Right.
already?
Yeah, it's our first show. We're doing it big, so might as well capture it.
Yeah.
And get the behind the scenes, a lot of stuff like that, and then the music video aspects.
And all the B-roll that we've captured, you know, in the process of
Yeah,
getting
it's just
here
like
as well.
I've been in the music business for a minute, so I like to take advantage of moments that I wish I could have taken advantage of in the past.
Right. I like that idea too, and the concept, because you know, a lot of people, they see documentaries of bands after, you know, say they're on tour or something like that. This is essentially a behind the scenes look and a how to put together an ambitious project like this, you know, to get this many people on the same page creatively to create music, then to promote a huge show, and everything that goes on behind it. And I think it'd be great if it turns out well, even if it turns out half as good as you wanted to turn out. I think it might end up being this fantastic piece of video that aspiring bands can watch and learn from.
Yeah.
On how to do this. The art of self-promotion is a difficult thing to learn when you're an artist, right?
As long as we go out there and are passionate and we're happy while doing it,
Right.
the crowd will feel it, and that's the goal.
I think putting on the show part is the fun and the easy part, right? You know, you guys practice, you know, it sounds good. That part is good.
Getting to that stage.
Getting
Yeah,
to that
Getting
stage.
everybody in those.
It's not
in
really
those
an easy
seats are
part,
outstanding.
actually, except when it's done, then you get that feeling of like all that work went and there was the results, and you know, you push for success.
Right. Oh, Anthony asks, are you done with Stands with Fists?
No way. Stands with Fist practice still. We'll be coming out with a Blacklight 3-dimensional glow show in October. I'm planning to make it the biggest one and one of the more psychedelic ones we've ever done.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I had no idea about the Blacklight International, or what is Blacklight? What?
It's a 3-dimensional Blacklight.
Three-dimensional
So,
Blacklight glow show.
yeah, we have featured artists and like create this big environment, blacklight glow, and we paint ourselves in psychedelic ways. And then you get chromated up 3D glasses when you come to the door, and it creates a huge vortex that the music, you know, the visuals, vortex for the visuals of the music.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, I'm so scared to go to that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I don't know what I have to do to be there.
Well, you'll be there.
You got to paint yourself first and
Yeah,
foremost.
That's one of the things.
You know, the one thing you need to do is kind of whiten your teeth before you go in there. That's the
Or black them out.
like, you don't want to go into the strip club if you got some yellow teeth, because it's not a good look, you know?
I never thought about that before.
Oh, I did though. I mean, that's because, you know, before I started messing or effing around with that whitening toothpaste, you know, I figured that out the hard way. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going home with a stripper tonight. That's for sure.
Go show your 6-pack.
Yeah. When you smile and you look like Lil Wayne.
Oh God.
And then you go outside the club and they're like, wait a second, those aren't gold caps. Then you're done. There's just no way around it.
I like your gold teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, what gold teeth?
What gold teeth? What are you talking? Oh yeah, I just don't floss.
How much that girl cost? 12 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. How much do parliaments cost? Yeah. That's funny. Let me see. I gotta do a little content with you on the air here. I'm trying to figure out what's a good story. I wanted to do this audio, but I don't know if I can on this computer, which is difficult because, you know, the UFC fight is this Saturday too. I know, and
Wow,
that's
yeah.
what you're competing against. You're competing
Good thing
against.
we go on after they stop.
That's true.
That is one of the perks.
That is a huge perk.
We should probably put on.
You know,
put
my
a
guys
TV out on the
really do
smoking
this
patio
UFC
and be
thing.
like,
Every
"It's
fight
free."
is big. Every fight is big. But
Right.
everybody's coming to the show because they know what it is.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, but, honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to be like, well, legally stream the fight as well if you show early.
Right.
Well, not illegally, I'm not trying to get Encore in trouble. But yeah, if there was a marriage of the two, I think the music would fit the night and everything. Everyone would have a good time with that. But yeah, so don't be surprised if you get that mad rush after like 8:00,
Yeah.
right? Because people are excited about this fight.
Yeah,
All
as soon
right.
as the sun goes down, the vampires come out.
Exactly. Especially in this town.
Yep.
Rock 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. They're hanging out here on the stream with Jonathan Russell and 10 from As the World Burns, and just talking about the show that's happening at Encore this Saturday night with Crazy Town and all these other bands, and then also mentioning all the different bands that Jonathan's still in. So Jonathan Russell is in about what?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's got more bands than members in this band. He currently works with 300 musicians in town as a member of the
300 days
band.
a year.
Is there a band that you won't join? Have you met a
I'm
band
sure
that you
there's
won't?
a lot of them. I try to stick with
The Chippendales.
the higher talent ranking musicians and friends.
Have you ever thought about putting together a show? Because you got 7 bands on this bill. You ever thought about putting together a show where it's all of your bands? So just yeah, WrestleMania.
He's been here before in his head. You hear that automatically just pop?
Yeah. He just there was no like, oh, I just thought of
That'd be
that.
an interesting one.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try it. Just doesn't hurt to try it once, right?
Come on, you've already thought about it. So
The voices in my head are coming louder.
My buddy Jamie King's the one who said something like that and named it WrestleMania.
yeah, you have to do that. And now it's a ultimate test of your endurance.
Right.
Vocally.
We're doing 20-minute breaks between sets, please.
Well, that's the thing. If I really want to set this up and make a Beef Vegan Presents
Well, if you want to do
WrestleMania. If we do that, and then every band have like a 20-minute set, right?
Yep.
So you cater to the ADD and also kind of save you from
Yeah.
forcing you into retirement. You know? So that was a great time, Johnny Wessel. Yeah, you don't want to end up sounding like me, dude. That's what would happen after WrestleMania.
You've got a lovely voice.
Yeah, thank you so much, 10. All right, we got more Beef Vegan Presents. I got one more break we're going to do together, but we're still chatting on the stream on our Rock 102.1 Facebook page. So hang out with us there. Be back right after this.
On the next LA Lloyd Rock.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania
That'd be an interesting one.
would be good. And
I
I
have to do
would.
the Sands of Fiscalo show at the very end because I'd get all covered in paint.
Yeah. That would be the
Encore.
There's no one doing that one.
Right. I'm telling you, Jonathan, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll do a Beef Vegan Presents WrestleMania.
That would be. I'm down.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And honestly, that's what it'd be. So I think the best way to get it done seamlessly, is you obviously have the back line. If you're working with everyone, it'd be easy to kind of backline. So people
Yeah.
can
let's
just kind of
keep the
plug
same
and play.
music up there. Just the musicians would come up, take their guitars.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Plug
should
and
be a
play.
smooth running set.
Absolutely.
Since James drums with everything except Crazy Town.
That man is
Actually, no, we got Louie and
that
Stan
man
with
is a
this.
computer.
Yeah.
Of being able to do the beats and
My God.
and keeping in time and everything.
Yeah, like
Oh my
in
God.
Lethal Injection, he really shows off. He's like, we'll get when our whole album comes in, he just nails it and perfectly on time. We have to run sample backing tracks and stuff like that for the synths. And if he gets off, that break when it goes stop, and it goes and then keep going isn't there, So every time that stuff like that happens, where it's like boom, stop, and you hear that little sample hit right at that spot, it's like, damn, James.
You got it every time.
You're a machine. It's a monster.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Monster
He's
machine.
amazing.
And it's difficult to find a great drummer that could keep time like that.
And then on a project
It
like
is very
this,
difficult.
Right.
in our setting, it's way different from the things that he's done prior.
Yeah.
And he gets to get some of that, we got rap in our show.
I was like, come on, sing
Oh,
with us
okay.
while we're doing our quartet, And
Yeah.
he's just like, I've never tried before. He started doing
Come
it.
on, everybody's
like,
open.
yeah, dude,
Let's
let's
do
get
it.
Oh yeah. So he's
The world is
singing in this
burning.
as well.
No,
No,
we're
just-
working it. Yeah.
Just
He's got a
saying that
shy
there's no
element we gotta break
limitations
down.
over here. If you don't want the producer dancing
got-
in the
we got Jason
videos,
Yeah.
Boyle. We got our,
wearing the shiny suits, come to As the World Burns.
Yeah.
we got Jason Boyle, the guitar player, now singing on Shy with us.
Yeah.
Usually
Good.
guitar singers or guitar players are good singers because they, can recognize the tone and they,
Yep.
they know the notes. So that's the biggest challenge I think with singers is knowing what note to hit.
So we're gonna be performing "Shy" at the show on Saturday,
Oh yeah.
harmony group style.
Do you have you and 10 worked out 2-man harmony?
We all venture off and just jump into each other's vibes on different occasions.
Is
on
there,
different
like-
songs?
Is there an acapella of like a hook that you could do for us on the stream while we're here?
Come on
I'll put you on the
now.
spot though.
Go
you know?
to bed at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Ooh, da-do-do, do-do. Ooh, da-do-do. The very first time. I lost it last night at rehearsal. I wouldn't even try.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
got a
we-
little squeak
yeah.
there, right?
Yeah, it's early. It's
You got a
early.
day. You got a day to
Eight,
recover.
nine, ten. Early
I got a
mornings.
day.
Before you do, were you in a band before 10?
No, just solo dolo.
Okay, so but this will be the first time singing with a live band backing you, right? So, you,
Well, no,
you got the
but-
monitors and everything else, or you've done like Rockstar Karaoke.
Well, definitely done Rockstar Karaoke.
Okay,
He's a karaoke machine.
right, but
They
I'm
call me
saying like
Sweet
with
Baby
a
Jesus
a
Juice.
full live band, because sometimes bands could be so loud behind you.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
the
But we do
key
have
is
our
not to blow
monitors.
out those pipes, right?
Definitely. And I go extra hard. That's my issue.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
he's passionate.
I go extra hard, so I'm gonna break.
There's no
for them.
faking of that funk.
No, not
Right.
at all. So I'm not even allowed to talk after this interview today until
Right, you're on
tomorrow night.
vocal rest
Yes,
until
sir.
tomorrow night.
Yes,
Okay, I like that. And then nothing else, like no tea or honey or any of that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
we
just-
definitely gonna have a little cup with something in it.
right,
I don't
exactly.
want to talk about it.
Loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got my little
That works too.
A little garlic clove, olive oil trick.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
Okay. That's
Way to be
good. What
ready.
about you, Jonathan? I mean, since you're singing in 500 bands and stuff, you got to do something to maintain your vocals, right?
Becoming a studio engineer over the last year, I ended up just singing a lot, all the time.
Right.
And,
So the muscle.
just to like relax and towards keeping the sets within the half an hour range. It's not too bad.
right.
And
And
then in
definitely
our
times when you start
particular-
doing death metal, though,
Yeah.
it could change up your soft voice for.
But in our
2 hours.
situation, you're able to take your breaks because we're,
Yeah.
we're all working.
Yeah,
and we're
yeah.
able to live.
Totally. Lethal, Rascal, Pot. Yeah, it's not like it stands a fist. I'm running the show the whole time,
right.
every second of it. Crazy Town, there's Shifty, Lethal, there's Rascal, as well Burns. We got Locke, Shane, 10.
Man, what's going on, Shane? What's up, Locke? I hope
Yeah.
y'all listening.
Oh yeah, our
Watching
boys.
something.
Shout out to our boys.
Definitely.
They wanted to be here, but
COVID
But I said no.
precautions.
Yep.
Yeah. I was
He's
like,
hell no.
COVID
We were
rules,
sick
man.
about it, but we
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Like
We
we'll have them
Rochambeau.
soon when we get this studio more set up and things get more relaxed around, the COVID policy in the building and stuff. It's everyone's kind of slowly getting
Yeah.
back to it.
and it's
Then we'll bring in the whole crew. We'll do a lot of fun stuff, and we'll be able to handle more. I don't know about your entire band, though, man. I don't know if there's a radio studio in this state that can handle all of you at once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's only 6 of us. I may have confused it. by having-
Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, 6 is good. I've done, recordings of around 6 people with less, so we could make things happen.
Yeah.
And I think next time we come in, we should definitely be able to figure out to do some kind of a acoustic performance as well as feature.
Yeah.
Definitely.
what you've been.
We definitely would love to do acoustic thing. That's one thing that's really cool about As the World Burns is we can just diversify so much. Like we have a song where
I
we're
fell in
playing
love with that
piano,
acoustic.
playing piano, live piano, and singing right from that.
Yeah.
playing acoustic guitar, singing from that, and then having the full rock band. It's definitely a trail that has not been blazed before.
And
The-
if it has, they didn't do a good job because I don't
We
remember.
never heard about it.
I never heard of you.
No, immediately when you said you got the 4-piece harmony, with the rock band, like my ears perked up, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
heavy
I
too.
like that concept right off the bat without even hearing it. So having that harmony, but also with that hardcore edge, it's fresh. It sounds fresh to me.
And then with Locke, when I tell you that Locke 360 is the best rapper in Tucson, he's my favorite living rapper. And that's not even no cap. He's my
Right.
favorite rapper alive.
Lock 360.
Lock
I like the name
360.
too.
And we got Shane with his extensive knowledge of music and how to read it and how to feel it with his soul and put it out to everybody else as well. He helps me a lot anyways with these arrangements. Like he's
Right.
Quincy Jones of this thing.
He's got
Right.
that awesome,
Um,
super low voice. It's
and
really
he can hit
good.
all the notes. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
all of
just
the
amazing.
notes.
It's just a crazy situation.
Right. Nice. Well, I mean, it's something that you should be excited about because
I was retired. I wasn't coming back.
Right. You were just doing karaoke, just chilling, doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that's awesome. We met on your birthday.
Yeah, that was dope.
It's cool.
That was dope. It was a good gift.
Yeah. The best gift, because
Thank you,
honestly,
Jesus.
the high that you're going to get from this show is going to be fantastic. You
I
know?
don't think you can even sell that.
No, you can't. If they could bottle it, I
Our
mean,
music
whoever
is
could figure out
coming
how
out.
to bottle that rush, they'd be a billionaire.
Our music's coming
I'm
out
working on it.
extremely big. It's like it's almost like arena music. It's hard to explain, but
Nice.
it's definitely.
Oh, we're going to wrap
very
things up right now. Rock 102.1 KFMA Beefing Presents. Got to get out of here, but I've been having a great time with 10 and Jonathan Russell from As the World Burns. Again, they are performing tomorrow night.
Yep.
Encore with Crazy Town and 6 other bands, or 5 other bands. Going to be a huge show at Encore, and live music is back in full effect, and they're celebrating with a huge party. So congratulations, guys. Before I go, let me leave you with this. This guy probably sucks, and I'll tell you why. There's a guy that caught over 11,000 baseballs in Major League Baseball shows or games, and he's been showing off his insane prize collection of balls. His name is Zach Hampel, and he holds the world record for the most baseballs caught at a Major League Baseball game. Have you guys ever caught a foul ball at a baseball game? Even a Little League game?
I have not.
Right. 10?
No.
Because it's almost impossible unless you're a giant a-hole, literally pushing kids out of the way, shoving their face in the dirt. So this guy to get 11,000 baseballs, how
That's a
many
lot.
beers had to be spilled at this guy's expense because he's so greedy? He wants all the balls.
Yeah.
He's like Jenna Jameson. He's like, give me all the balls.
Those are expensive beers.
Serious. So this guy sucks.
Yeah.
And if you see him bragging about his world record, boo that man. Shame him. Let him know he sucks and let him know why. And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Thank you guys so much for checking out this show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. It's brand new on Rock 102.1, and it's good. I'm glad to be home. And thank you, 10 and Jonathan Russell, for joining me, being my first official guest on the show. It's a big deal. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys for listening. It's only going to get better, I guarantee it. So ride with us. You won't regret it. Riley's up next. You guys enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.